What's going on, guys? Joe here from Health for Thought, showing you my back routine that I actually did last Friday, just now uploading it. I did legs today, so I'll have that coming up. But for this workout, this is back to my basics, the stuff that has always worked for me to get my back the biggest that I can get it, and hopefully beyond this year. But start off with pull-ups. I did 4 sets of these. As you can see, I do them pretty slow and controlled, as you guys are used to me doing them. But especially for pull-ups, it's one that I really stress the negative. I try to as much as I can. I can't go like super like, no need to have a 10-second negative, but it's really important. And like I always tell you, the most important part of the rep. So that's why I emphasize that, and I really try to concentrate on pulling with my back because my arms like to take over at times. So, and I did this grip just for today. I kind of switch it up, but that's what I felt like going with. The next exercise I did after the pull-ups, and if you notice, I tend to do exercises that work on width, and then I do right afterwards a exercise that works on thickness. So I jumped from a width exercise now to a thickness exercise, and doing the barbell rows and doing lighter weight, but I'm really trying to focus on just using my back and trying to take my arms out of it, which is really hard for me. I've noticed, just because my arms want to seem to take over everything, but um, it's not something you can exactly see on camera, but I am just keeping my back just constantly tense, and there's constant tension on it, and that's something I didn't focus on as much as I believe I should have, and it's probably because I was going too heavy. I really think that I don't need to. Oh, there's Jesse. Going with the classic moose antlers right there. Good form. So after doing the 4 sets of the barbell rows, I went on to wide grip lat pull downs. So the rest of the exercises I do 3 sets. So usually the first two exercises that I do of any of my workouts, I usually stick to 4 sets, and then the rest of them I'll do 3. And it usually adds up to about anywhere like from 12 to 15. And with all the exercises I did today, I stuck in between 8 to 12 reps, which is my go-to, but sometimes I'll mix it up, and with these videos, I'll let you know if I went heavier or lighter. But today, it was pretty much general, just in that muscle building zone. That's worked well for me. Then I went on to the cable rows, and I always try to pull up a little higher than I see some people. I see a lot of people actually pulling more towards their belly button, which I think is fine. It just kind of more works the lower part of your back, but I'm really going for that upper back thickness when I do this. I'm not really one to like swing or even lean forward really too much when I do this exercise. I really kind of just keep a stable body while I'm just letting my arms move, but still trying my very best to pull with more my back and not using my arms as least as possible. But also kept these in between 8 and 12, did 3 sets, and then moved on to traps. I generally just end up doing 3 sets for traps. Usually today I did 4, but most of the times I usually just do 3. But I have noticed that my traps definitely could get better, and I might be undertraining them a little bit. So I think I'm going to start doing at least 4 for them, but might even do 6 and do 2 exercises. Maybe do like a barbell and then a dumbbell shrug, or maybe behind the back or something like that. But today I actually just did 4 sets of this one exercise. Honestly, if I had to pick one trap exercise to do, I would do these over any of the others. Not to say any of the others are bad, but that's my personal favorite. But this one is not a new exercise that I actually have learned, but I've learned, I want to say, a better way to do it. Now, I'm going to be making a good form equals good mass video on this exercise, but I figure since I'm doing it right now, I might as well give you a decent explanation. So basically what I changed up compared to the way of doing this before was I'm no longer arcing my lower back and sticking my butt out, but I'm more keeping everything tight but standing more straight up, and I'm bringing my hips out just a little bit. I'm keeping my arms straight, and I'm making sure to pull with my back completely, which I was doing before, but this way it's a lot easier to keep my triceps and shoulders out of the movement, outside of my rear delt, of course, because that's a big thing that you're working here. But these straight arm lat pull downs are really going to be probably a fixture in my routine from here on out, because in all honesty, especially at the end of a workout, these just freaking kill, and you don't have to do a lot of weight at all. I don't remember what I'm doing here because it's kind of out of the shot, but I think I was only going like 60 pounds, if that. Probably 60 to 70, I don't know, something like that. But there you go, right there. It's 60 pounds. Honestly, if you're doing these correctly and you're doing it at the end of your workout, you probably won't be able to go too heavy on them. And they're really not meant to be a real heavy exercise anyway.